And out of our discussion segment, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is set to inaugurate a three-day national conference aimed at addressing poverty, unemployment, and the skills gap in Nigeria. Now, to speak on advancing vocational and entrepreneurial skills as tools for national development is the Director, Training and Program of the Progressive Institute, which is the think tank and the resource center of APC, Mohammed Sanusi Kiru. You're welcome to Business Express.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Well, to begin with, how would you describe vocational skills acquisition, entrepreneurship, and challenges of development in Nigeria?
Well, thank you very much. You see, the Progressive Institute, which is a think tank, part of the All Progressives Congress, was specifically established to serve as a think tank of the party, so that it also is also a research office of the party where we look at the problems of education and development and the entire economic and socio-economic development of the country, and we advise the party, and then the party will advise the government on how we'll introduce policies and programs that will help in developing the nation. Part of the work we succeeded in doing today is the research we conducted about youth unemployment and the reasons for the unemployment, and also the problem with the getting certificates without skills. So the Institute now compiled a comprehensive report advising government on how we'll address the issue of unemployment, which lack of unemployment is what leads to insecurity, what leads to political unrest, and so on and so forth. So this conference in particular was necessitated due to the vision and mission we have to address the issue of unemployment, general unemployment in the country. So here we are today. The conference is starting tomorrow, and we want to see how we can invite professionals, the academics, and people in the field of entrepreneurship to see how we can harmonize a common position and advise government.
Okay, now talking about vocational skills, the vocational sectors such as digital technologies, sustainable agriculture, mining, advanced welding certifications, and maritime skills are some areas areas of interest for the present administration. What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, you see, what we are saying is we really need to have policies on ground, programs on ground from the field you mentioned, from the areas you mentioned, where our youths, especially the unemployed ones, will get an opportunity to get this training, to be self-reliant, so that government will bring its own intervention by supporting the program, so that these youths can collectively get employed at the end of the day, not necessarily relying on government jobs, which everybody knows that government cannot employ everybody. So we assemble experts in all the areas we mentioned, and our intention is that at the end of the day, government will look at the information we are making available to government, especially looking at the six geopolitical zones in the country. We have conducted a research. We identified threats peculiar to the 6 geopolitical zones. So at the end of the day, we are advising government to set up vocational centers skills acquisition centers in the 6 geopolitical
Don't we
zones.
have skill acquisition centers?
Yes,
that could
owned by
accommodate
federal
this,
government is not available right now. So we want federal government to establish these in the 6 geopolitical zones, vocational and skills acquisition centers in the 6 geopolitical zones, so that our youths in these 6 geopolitical zones will benefit from it, so that they can be self-reliant at the end of the day. Even our graduates.
But have you've done your own assignment, taking cognizance of the fact that those areas are the areas in need at this point? I'm saying this because when it comes to marketing these skills, they should be able to do it easily.
Exactly, because you see, what we are saying is now, if you take, for instance, now, a common plumber, you will see that for you to get a common plumber that will work for you today in your house, it will take you 2-3 days looking for one. One, they are insufficient, they are not available, and the skill is also very profitable and marketable, but because there is no particular policy of harmonization between various government organizations and other intervention agencies, there is no what we call step-down training. Number 2, there is no sustainability even if they are given the training. So we want a situation where government will now provide a mega skill acquisition center in all the 6 geopolitical zones, so that each zone will benefit from what the federal government is going to unveil on this skill acquisition program.
You know, why you made mention of skills like that of plumber and others, you talked about there's this digital skills. Does it actually take cognizance of the fact that AI now is the way to go, and there are actually, I mean, most societies are now stressing on training people for jobs of the future?
But what we are talking about is our immediate constituency now.
Okay.
In this country, this is what we need for now. And don't forget that some of our graduates who graduated from the university, who read single honors, they are still looking for government employment. They don't have skills. So we are looking at the situation where the curriculum from primary, secondary up to the university will be looked into, so that this issue of entrepreneurship will be included in it. So right from primary school, secondary school, and university level, you will see that if it is included, someone will come up, will grow up along the ladder. After getting the certificate, the education certificate, then you also have your skills. So in an event where you did not even get job to do, government job, at least you can be on your own. And this is our hope, and this is our prayer now.
Okay, stakeholders have been proposing reforms in the Nigerian educational curriculum to somehow accommodate vocational training. What modalities should be in place for this to happen? What do you think? What modalities do you think should be in place for this to happen?
That is why we invited all the stakeholders, including the Federal Ministry of Education, and all agencies that are related to issue of vocational training. We want to have a synergy. We want to have a common policy, so that will be acceptable to all, so that government will find it very easy to look on how to review the curriculum right from primary school up to the tertiary level. So this is what we are trying to do now, to harmonize everything.
Are you partnering with the private sector?
Including the private sector, of course. They are all part of the conference we are holding.
So how long is this conference, and what do you expect to achieve at the end of the day?
The conference is 3 days, and at the end of the conference, we are coming up with a position report that will help government to look into it and act on it accordingly.
So you basically say we do have ITF, Industrial Training Fund. We do have what the National Directorate of Employment. They're all targeted skills development, so that to see how they can close the skills gap. So is this an addition to what we have on ground?
Yes. As I said earlier, you'll see that there are various agencies of government that are handling the issue of vocational or skills training. But there is no what we call synergy between them. This one is doing this one is doing this. But
So what makes this one different?
this, what makes it different is that the institute conducted a research on the 6 geopolitical zones, identifying their peculiarities and what traits are peculiar to South-South, what traits are peculiar to the Southeast. So at the end of the day, the skills, the training will be based on the peculiarity in terms of traits. So as I said earlier, we are proposing or advising government to establish mega skills acquisition centers in each of the 6 geopolitical zones, so that the center will address or will give training to those specific traits peculiar to that particular zone. So this is our where the difference comes. And at the same time, we want all the agencies handling skills training will come together and understand what agency A is doing, what agency B is doing, so that there will be synergy between them.
Okay, thank you very much, Muhammad Sanusi Kiru, Director, Training and Program of the Progressive Institute, which is the think tank and resource center for the APC. Thank you for sharing your thought with us.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.